I might just invite Gaining. Yeah, invite Gaining is forced to come here.
I could have sworn he was on. Oh yeah, he is. He's asking to talk. Whoever has stage mod access.
Where'd you go? Oh,
He's micro Tony now.
Oh, it's starting.
micro penis.
He looks like an action figurine. What the fuck?
He is an action figure.
True.
Where is Gaining, bro?
I think he's asking. Yeah, he has the fucking request to talk on the fucking.
No, I
machine.
invited him.
Hi.
Oh. Hi.
Mandy of Lego.
Hi.
Yo, let me just start you guys off with the war that happened in that one. I don't know how to pronounce it. That community between HERSCHEIG and basically everyone else here.
Uh-huh.
So what exactly? Fuck you. What exactly set off the war in the first place? Let me ask Mr. Wars first. HERSCHEIG, like, definitely the leader.
I'm not the leader of Hershey.
Fuck
One.
you, you're the leader. Hold
I'm
on, I
not
have to
the leader.
rejoin. But you're the leader.
You're the
I'm not.
public face of Hershey.
Fuck you. Yeah, you actually appointed the leader. I apologize. Well, your consent.
Dude, I would rather kill myself than lead Hershey.
Anyway, so
Okay.
what exactly set off the war?
Good question. I think it was the Linsahar operation that started it for AUSTRIS. But beforehand, there was some tensions between Serenity, Oceania, and HERSCHEIG, and another nation which isn't as relevant, but Narjaska. They got banned when the war started.
So you're saying before you had some sort of tension with Serenity. What were the tensions? What exactly caused them to be like that?
So, I guess I'm gonna just refer to them as Serenity Naval Intelligence. They decided to frame Hershey for what's it called, Mandy? Flag something?
A false flag operation?
Yeah, a false flag operation, which Hershey had nothing to do with whatsoever.
Oh, so you're saying this man right here framed you for some sort of weird operation?
Well, not me, but he framed one of the lords, which was Lockheed Martin.
Yeah, I do beg to differ because MI6 signal intelligence caught on to some messages that one of your lords was sending to the leader of Oceania, saying that they would quote unquote disguise a ship to make it look like a Type 21 frigate that Serenity doesn't even use because we decommissioned those back in the 2000s.
Cap.
So
you can't. Well, is this information declassified? Like, can you send it into chat?
It is declassified.
Send it to general. Let's see then.
All right.
Yeah. What makes it Cap Wars? Is it just you didn't do it?
Hershey wasn't involved.
Let's wait for these pictures.
All right. Give me 1 second. Copy. I'm gonna grab them all and paste them all in one single sheet, so I don't have to paste like 15 separate fucking things all at once. That one. if you would refer to the date of everything being posted.
What's up?
Do wait one moment.
We're waiting.
What?
I could stream it, but since I want the hard evidence to remain, these are all declassified from a document that I sent out through the... I'm going to send it through photography and artwork. Never mind, general. It was sent through MI6 because I was asleep at the time this was fucking happening, believe it or not.
I'm just gonna ask a question. What the fuck is top secret code talk?
I don't fucking know.
Is that in the server and hidden?
Yeah, it's hidden. It's the thing in hidden. It's
the-
literally the first 5 messages in hidden. And then we sent them something in what we were kind of hoping they would be able to decipher. It's in Caesar's code. We knew from the first second whatever the fuck they intended to do.
Yeah, I don't know, Wars. They look a little suspicious.
This wasn't something we made up. We retired the Type 21 in the 2000s, starting.
I don't know, Wars. What do you have to say about this?
What do I have to say about this?
Yeah, what do you have to say?
Good question.
Just an excuse to declare war or something?
I mean,
Sounds like a yes. You want to declare war because of past terror beef or something? Now, what exactly
because
do
of
you have?
past terror beef, no.
I don't
I
know.
hate Mandy. No.
Yeah, you don't
I
hate
mean,
Mandy?
to be fair, it wasn't me who was doing the said operation.
So you
Quote,
don't
unquote.
deny the involvement of elements from not only HERSCHEIG High Command, but the HERSCHEIG Navy.
The HERSCHEIG Navy was not an entity at the time.
Well, this seems pretty convincing that it seems to at least in operation be. Functionality, perhaps it wasn't a thing, but in operation, this demonstrates that it was. Now, Vic, if I may redirect to the question that you originally asked, Wars. Well, the original, at least from the Serenitian standpoint, what set off this war isn't even that, because that was a local tensions we had with Oceania, and they forgot about it 2 weeks after we were done. But what we believe was the start of the war was when the HERSCHEIG-aligned nation of the Kingdom of Hersensaw, which is what we in the OFN like to call the Italy of HERSCHEIG, because they never showed up to anything, and the one time they did, they got their ass handed to them. Was the fact that they declared war on Valencia, a nation which now is very much maligned in both AUSTRIS and Serenity circles, but back then was a close partner that had joined the OFN. Hersensaw proceeded to declare war on them over some bogus claims of them funding a terrorist group.
Okay. I do have good information on that.
I'm aware. I saw the Hersensaw intelligence briefing, and they showed it to me post.
Yo, hold on, Gaining's here. You're getting your ass in here, right, Gaining? Do you agree?
Gaining is here. Us.
Also, does he talk or he a mute like Starman?
He talks, however, it's rare.
However.
Start teleport gaining.
I gain access. Get your ass down right here. Right, you better not do anything funny, right?
Anyway, well, according to HERSCHEIG, there were some bogus claims of terrorism funding, which, to be completely fair, the Valencian Special Branch, which is their security service, I had access to both their debrief and post-war the HERSCHEIG debrief. It doesn't seem like Valencian was all that keen in funding terrorism. I assume Wars has a counterpoint to that. However, when they declared war as per the OFN Treaty, Article 5, Serenity had to intervene and join the war on Valencian's side. Mainly because of an alliance, which then triggered HERSCHEIG to join in, which combined with what War said, the operation in Al-Anshar, which was basically a case of miscommunication gone horribly wrong, triggered discontent in AUSTRIS, which then led to a declaration of war, which was held for a couple of days before being released, which then triggered AUSTRIS to join, which then triggered the Suka to join, and then Calabria joined. It was basically like the start of the actual First World War. It was a set of alliances that were put in place, and all it took was one person making one wrong move to start a massive war.
And in this massive war, I'm not sure how it went off for you guys. I wasn't here for it. But I did come towards the end, and where, HERSCHEIG gets removed and the community fucking dies. Gaten, are you the one who advocated for HERSCHEIG removal and made the doc about it? You're the one who made the doc about HERSCHEIG and their shenanigans and got them removed, right? At least from my perspective. So let me just pull up the doc. I hope Wars has something to say about it.
Sure.
So this doc, blah, 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 talks about citizen, blah, 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 blah. What else was on the doc? Yeah, about doxing, toxicity.
I do have one question for Wars regarding this whole incident. Wars, you were aware of what Citizen had done to Gil, right?
Yeah, but what do you mean? Where are you going with this?
So, from what we know, because I got doxed as well in that same week, Citizen doxed me, annoyed me for a while. 4 days later, he doxes Gil, which in and of itself is fucking worrisome because Gil was supposed to be one of the person he was friendly with. And then Gil proceeds to counter dox him. How in the fuck, given that both it was very much similar to this Capone fella, how in the fuck did he get into the server? Into the TALIVSORIA server?
From what I understand, the same way Chad did.
How?
I don't know.
Him?
Not HERSCHEIG.
Because HERSCHEIG was viciously aware of what this guy was capable of doing. Hell,
yeah, so what does that have to do with HERSCHEIG?
Hell, everyone in this room is fully fucking aware of what Citizen can do.
Yeah, so what does that have to do with HERSCHEIG?
That people from HERSCHEIG did in fact notice that Citizen was in the server, including Gil, and did absolutely nothing.
Also, yeah, Citizen showed up at a HERSCHEIG raid, apparently.
Yeah, he also showed up at a HERSCHEIG raid the same day he doxed Angela, the one in Planks, and I know that for a fact because I was in it and I was watching. you guys had no fucking idea and were not associated with Citizen in any way, shape, or form, one, why was he fighting for you? And two, why didn't you do anything when he showed up in the server? Given that,
what am I supposed to do? I'm not a mod for TALIVSORIA.
But you're like,
no, but you could have messaged the mod and be like, hey, this guy's danger. Get him out.
My guy,
out.
I argue with TALV mods on a daily. I'm not going to message them.
but you
So
could have.
Neither you, for the better of the entire community and for the safety of the entire community, and I'm assuming neither Gil or anyone else who was aware of this guy.
My guy, do you think I want to be on fucking Citizen's bad side? I already am.
Then if you already are, why not,
get myself doxxed? Dude, you're a genius.
Oh wait, my question is, how does Citizen get his information off people?
I don't know.
Well,
how am I supposed to know how Citizen doxes people?
So what type of information does he?
Dude, you're like the fucking the congressman against the TikTok CEO. Y'all are just saying random shit at this point.
So what information does he?
I'm not related to Citizen whatsoever.
Who let him into
Okay, Mandy, you're a dox, right?
Chorus, I swear to God, I don't know.
Yes, I was.
Oh, wait, did HERSCHEIG know like what he did before?
Dude, he's banned. He's been permanently banned from HERSCHEIG before we even were affiliated with TU and AUSTRIS. So he's been banned since February.
Did Axis let him
in? Core. Hell, he doxed fucking Gil before HERSCHEIG was an actual big thing.
No.
Before they started associating with everyone. And Gil, last I remember,
why did they let him in HERSCHEIG?
We didn't let him in HERSCHEIG. He's not in
why was he
HERSCHEIG.
fighting for y'all?
Because he was in, I think it was something called Kasuga. No, yeah, he was in Kasuga, but I don't have any power over Kasuga, nor does HERSCHEIG.
Wait, so...
Wait, fucking, he was in Corozia?
What the hell? I said Kasuga.
I don't fucking know.
It's this Arma thing.
Oh.
He basically just showed up at the raid.
And instead of banning or asking the fucking anyone who had admin at the raid to, remove.
Oh my.
Oh, that explains it.
So he was affiliated with HERSCHEIG.
According to Axis, he was.
So
from what I'm guessing here, Axis decided to invite him?
Axis did not invite him. And again, Kasuga, HERSCHEIG doesn't have any power over Kasuga. It's actually caused issues in this other community we're in, which is called ICP. HERSCHEIG doesn't have any control over Kasuga, so they're freelance, do whatever the fuck they want.
And let me get this clear image. So Gil owns Kasuga, and according to Axis, we have what's the name of this? Axis said that Kasuga was a HERSCHEIG company.
Gaining, I don't know. I'm not Gil.
Yet Gil is your Hygon. And he is supposed to be looking out for the well-being of the group. You really didn't expect to have a doxer in your ranks and it not biting you in the ass. He's not in our ranks.
That's the thing.
He fights for you, therefore he's in your ranks.
No, he doesn't fight for us.
He is in Kasuga. He went for a raid for you. He literally fought for you.
So he's in my ranks? 3MD in your ranks? The fuck?
If we're going by that logic, then why did you complain to William when three Marine were? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, there is Citizen in my ranks? He's not.
Yes, in Kasuga, which according to Axis is a HERSCHEIG company. I take that as being part of HERSCHEIG.
He doesn't even have Citizen. He's not even in the HERSCHEIG group or server.
So what you're saying is
he fights
Citizen
in
is some random guy.
He doesn't fight for HERSCHEIG. Tell me another raid that you've seen him at.
He has so many fucking alts, it's kind of a shoot and miss at this point.
Dude, we don't allow alts in HERSCHEIG.
Well, here's the thing. Neither does Serenity. That doesn't stop people
I
from
don't give a
making
fuck what you allow in Serenity.
Wait, hold on. Is he like was he affiliated with y'all? Because I remember him fighting for y'all. But like, I know what you mean by he's not part of HERSCHEIG, right?
He's not affiliated
part of it?
affiliated with us at all. What he might have been affiliated with is Corrosia, but Corrosia is they're like what was supposed to be HERSCHEIG, but just fucking I don't know. It's really so. Do y'all remember Newbrook from Terra?
The
The
wannabe East Germany?
the split off from Danubia.
The wannabe East Germany?
Yeah, that's what Corrosia is. They're like they're something that shouldn't exist, basically. But it does because I'm trying to think of a real world example that y'all would know. The Confederate
they're an
States.
offshoot. They're like a But so like, are they affiliated with you at all, or are they like kind of a separate thing?
No, not
just-
anymore. They're not like they've always been a separate thing, and we've always trying to get rid of them.
That's a really good question, Danon.
Why did you ally with us? I didn't know what Pudding was doing. That's the thing, and the fact that you had to bring up the Pudding shit is really immature. Also, I've always hated Pudding. I've always banned him from Nambia raids.
I have a question because actually I've never really seen. Gaining, could you go further perhaps on what Pudding was doing? Or have someone that has a microphone go further?
He
on
had
what
like a boner for like children.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
Jesus
he's a weird
fuck.
dude, and he's also like the sweatiest man on earth, which is why I always banned him because he was also toxic as shit in Terra.
I mean, the fucking toxic and sweaty thing, I could let it pass. But if you're gonna be a pedophile, then just Jesus fucking Christ.
I just never liked him. I remember the first time I encountered him, it was during this Danubia raid. He showed up midway, started kicking like Danubia because they sucked back in the day, and he just soloed Nambia. So I made like a rule that fucking mercs and Pudding heads 8 specifically aren't allowed in raids anymore.
Gaining, if you would do me a favor, real quick. Was the things that Pudding was doing, were they like in the Oceania server or what?
Dude,
what was the,
I don't know. I'm not in Oceania.
I'm not asking you though, I'm asking Gaining.
Oh, my fault. I didn't hear that.
Like, were these like publicly visible things? Or was this him just being a fucking pedophile in general? Oh shit, somebody dropped coffee off at the door for us. So this shit's been happening for a solid while. Nobody's... Jesus Christ. Yeah, if Ragnar knew, then at that point it's kind of...
Yeah, he knew already.
Yeah. If Ragnar knew and he allowed it, thereby fucking... What's the name of this? Thereby fucking enabling literal pedophilia, just... Jesus Christ. And you know what I find very funny? Just as an aside? The fact that fucking... They had this shit going on behind their curtain, but yet publicly called me a pedophile.
Alright.
Oceania?
Moving on.
Oceania and HERSCHEIG. And don't try to tell me otherwise because fucking
HERSCHEIG was the
Gil
only
and
one calling you Vito.
fucking Gil and Alt were being massive on it. Alright, let's move on. Sorry.
Alrighty, second topic is I want to ask, how was the management at the TALIVSORIA community? The admins, the moderation, how was the owner? Let's start with.
Moderation as well.
I'm gonna start with Gaining first, since I don't know.
Gaining?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him first. See his opinion. So you feel like they
Yo, Kester.
did the best of their
That's a funny
capability.
way to put it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay, so Geo guess Mr. Ward's home.
What? Dude, I've given y'all like the majority of the information possible. I think
Yeah.
Star should know where I live.
Oh,
You could
sorry.
just put
ADM
down
me later.
somewhere in the somewhere in the Metroplex area.
Literally, it's like,
Done.
if you look at my Instagram, you could probably track me down like in 2 seconds.
Oh, you'd be
Well,
easy to
we could
talk,
just
not gonna
put
lie.
fucking somewhere in the Metroplex area. Done.
Metro? Nah, not there, not there.
Wait, is it Metroplex or is it Austin?
Where the fuck, dude? I'd shoot myself than be close to that bitch made governor. Fucking, not only is he crippled, but he's about to get Texas fucking invaded, dude. I swear. I would not be surprised if we get like airstriked in like the next few days.
Invaded by who? Even more fucking Democrats?
The fucking federal government, dude. Texas has been doing some bad shit, dude. Unforgivable shit.
It wouldn't be the first time Texas gets invaded by the federal government.
Dude, actual like war crimes on the border, I swear. I think like a state trooper killed some immigrant like the other day.
Looks at fucking 1840, 1865. Flex.
Dude, last year he threatened to cede Texas from the fucking retard.
The governor saying that he's
Retard.
going to secede Texas. The troops in Fort Hood. Hi.
The troops in Austin. Like, this guy's such brain dead.
He would last about as long as Kennedy did inside of Texas.
Yeah, so
Couple hours and lights out.
Alright,
so Ward, how do you feel
Gaining
about
answer?
what Gaining said? Do you beg to differ?
Yeah. If I'm being fair, Gaining, I'm gonna just start off with something else, and then I'm gonna move to the your question. So, Gaining, I feel like you should have brought up all said the document shit earlier, maybe even before the war started, because what you ended up doing was just killing TALIVSORIA, which in a way is a very good thing, but what it looks like, it felt like more of like a last resort in order for AUSTRIS to avoid its annexation, in my opinion. It's just really bad timing from you. Next, the how do I end community? I mean, Gaining's way of doing it was like really shitty. Not shitty because it was morally bad, but like it was just trash. Like, bro's an actual rookie. Then yeah, your question about TALIVSORIA administration. The administration is dog shit. It sucked. So you had 3 mods. 1, Adam, idiot, doesn't know how to do shit. Should probably hang himself, if I'm being for real. Then you have the other guy, inactive. He fucking quit Roblox. Why is he a mod? Then the administrator, Rambo, also inactive. That guy just sucked at everything he did. The devs weren't even like, it wasn't even a big thing. It wasn't used.
Yeah,
Then you had
developers?
the other mod, Iron, who, yeah, sure, I'm friends with Iron now, but like, well, him as a mod is just, it was horrible. I would argue with that guy for hours. just for him to like get mad, like pussy mad, and then just force moderation on me, even though I was in the right.
I have a question about.
And then I forgot the main guy, Willow. He pissed his pants once when I asked him to resign because he wasn't active and wasn't doing shit, and he wasn't even recruiting for staff or anything. Then what else? I remember he also pissed his pants when me and Mandy were having some argument of sort, like Serenity versus HERSCHEIG.
What was the argument about?
I don't remember, but he made it such a big deal, and he was like, he was literally coping and crying.
Oh, the naval training thing.
The person I had the most problem with, though, as a mod, is probably Iron, though. But that's just because, like, yeah, it was really hard to talk to him.
I mean, to be completely fair, you were at war with the guy.
Yeah, that's the problem. Why is he a mod? He was a nation leader. Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Willow just sucked as a community owner overall. Also, I don't know where Iron got it from, but I talked to the other mods, and Iron wasn't allowed to like have any rule over battles, but somehow he did. That's another reason why I disliked Iron, because he just fucking made a power that he didn't have.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Power over battles?
Okay, so you have, like battle mods, right? Like they determine the battle, I guess.
Yeah, to see if it
he
was
made
fair
himself a battle mod, but he isn't. He was a chat mod, not a fucking war mod.
He was part of the battle moderation staff.
Hmm?
Because being completely honest, the only moderator that was actually on was William. Or Willow when he woke up.
Yeah, but that's the issue. He was a nation leader. There's no way you can say that he wasn't biased.
I mean, if we're going with that path, neither could have been Willow because, real cuckoo.
Because he leads, yeah. And I know Willow was biased as well, and I told him so many times to resign.
But then you have people like Rambo, who I assume was a high com in fucking Rio. Fucking everyone was a high com of somewhere. They didn't deliberately hire moderations. It was impossible.
Yeah.
For people to run around being like, "Hey, this is fair, this is not." And
the only guy I know that wasn't high com or even really nation affiliated was
Adam.
Yeah, but Adam he's low-key an idiot.
With all let me just be straight up with you guys. With all due respect, Adam, he was the guy that wanted to be the edgy schizophrenic person that always made everyone laugh, and he failed miserably. And he was the person that clowned himself without being funny. He clowned himself.
He would also say like really uncomfortable shit in general that should have probably gotten him like muted a few times.
Yeah, the whole shit with Melky, that was weird.
Yeah,
that shit was actually fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, that's all I have to say.
So you agree, Mr. Gaining Access?
Yeah, in all fairness, Adam probably shouldn't have been a mod. All he made was basically a recooked newsletter of everything that happened in fucking International, and then
and you would do it like 2 weeks later.
Exactly.
He wasn't even on time with it.
That dude was about as active as SBC.
True.
And even we posted the news on fucking time, even though it took 3 days after the war ended to say that the war had ended. I definitely didn't post it today.
Alright. So while we are just waited the leadership of the community, you know what else we can do? We can wait each other's nation, or really AUSTRIS, HERSCHEIG, and what was it? Serenity.
What?
Sorry, I
Man
forget your name.
forgets.
Yeah, I forgot.
So we're
let's-
just shitting on each other now?
Let's have a gaining represent AUSTRIS. Now you guys gotta wait
Oh
each
my
other.
god, no. I'd rather have Chorus represent AUSTRIS, please.
Vic, you're asking Gaining, who doesn't have a microphone, to
Isn't he
fire
a-
back at Wars, who does have a microphone.
Is he a senator, congressman?
That's like asking a cripple to run 100-meter dash against a fucking Olympic racer.
Alright,
He's not
fuck
gonna
it.
be able
What
to
is
fire back at
Governor
Wars.
Abbott.
What is Chorus to AUSTRIS?
What, Vic?
What is Chorus to AUSTRIS? What
I
role
don't
does he
know.
have?
I don't know.
If memory serves, Core works with...
Military? They come.
Yeah, I think he works with the army. I don't think he is in the
Is he a
civilian
general?
Yeah, well, okay, Chorus saw the majority of the war, so might as well.
I guess we will just have Chorus as the representative, the general. Let's start with the German LARPers. You smelly.
Okay. What? I feel like you were gonna call me a Nazi for a second.
You fucking Nazi. Alright, Manny, let's
Fucking
wait
crap.
the HERSCHEIG leadership.
Sorry, fucking what now?
What do you want me to talk about?
Manny, wait the HERSCHEIG leadership. Like, how did it function based off who was running it?
Well, mixed. I have a mixed bag because Wars, when he had to get shit done, he got shit done. I have nothing to say about Wars. Axis was basically asleep 90% of the fucking time, and when I spoke to him, he ghosted me for like 3 fucking weeks straight. So I have nothing to comment on Axis because nothing fucking happened. And then we have Gil, and then there was 3. Gil was just a fucking war crime. Wherever you look at him, everything he did regarding Serenity, the OFN, and personally myself was debatable. Yeah, Gil and Brayton, those two, there is not a number low enough to rate those people. I would go to negative pi, but even that would be mathematically untrue.
Now let's talk about toxicity. How was HERSCHEIG based on the toxicity?
Terrible.
I'm asking Andy.
I'm sorry, what, Vic?